I almost said Friday. Happy Thursday. Woohoo. I don't know why we're getting this. Is that better? Okay, want it for the table. All right. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for um, understanding that it was just, was it not a beautiful day Tuesday? It was just a beautiful day. And I wasn't paying attention to well, I was knowing that I was going live, but then we came in, it was nice, and Mike's like, let's grill. I said, I think I'm going to do my live tomorrow, which would have been Wednesday. And I don't even know what happened Wednesday. Wednesday came and left, and I don't know, left me behind in the trenches or something. So here we are tonight, though, and this is so exciting. I have been prepping for class, and I couldn't wait to use this bundle. So I thought I am going to try a couple of different things with this bundle, and it is the Stampin' this is the Blessing Beginnings dies, and then the stamps are all over the place. So let's see if I can get the dies where they belong. These are the stamps. They're all over, I'm telling you. Here we go. Here's the picture. And then here's the Blessed Beginning stamps. I love, love, love the fonts. And like I said, weddings, um, baby, baptisms. I'm going to turn my phone down so we don't get any baby baptisms, confirmation, anything you would do in a church for sure. And then you could use, let's see, Easter, blessing, you could say blessings for you could put birthday. You could make a nice little scene, especially for Easter or a wedding or a pastor's birthday or a deacon's birthday or a priest's it's so versatile. I love it. So, do you know, this is something I have to confess is that I always I have a type of card I like. Do you guys ever get into and you get in a rut because you always like pink, you always like linen thread. I don't know who's like this. Always like crumb cake. Those are your like go-to colors, and it's hard to get out of them. Well, my friends, that's me. And we're going to try a different color today. Not horribly out of my comfort zone, but we're going to give it a try. And um, my inspiration came from a demonstrator by the name of Cindy Brumbaugh. I always want to say Bob Brum. Hey, Sandy, thanks for coming in. I was just explaining where my inspiration came from. It came from Cindy Brumbaugh um, for the fancy fold, and it's a fancy fold that's not new to us. It is called a faux step card. Okay, so her take on her card is beautiful, and it's something that I really would like. So I turned it into my crumb cake, um, and I didn't use any pink, which is very nice, but here it is. So it's the step card. I'll show it to you on the table too. So it's the step card. I added the tree over here. Whoops, over here. And I die cut the door out of the oh, it was from before Christmas. It came with one of the Thanksgiving sets, I believe. It's the espresso kind of specialty paper. Anyway, it's gorgeous. And then tiled, farmhouse,
Little House on the Prairie kind of look. So that's what I kind of went with for the church as well. So I'm gonna point you down just so that I can look at the whoopsie, technical difficulties. Here we go. So I'm gonna kind of put this here. We're gonna pray that my camera doesn't fall. It's been wanting to fall, just even when it's not on. It's just near me, and all of a sudden it crashes. So that's fun. Um, what was I going to point out? Don't you love that? And then the yellow, the Daffodil Delight. So Cindy did the windows with the Daffodil Delight. She might have used oh, the Lolly. Isn't it the Lolly one? Um but I just grabbed these. And then the I think I did. I used this bling. It's the low profile sparkle dots. I used that last week. So it just matched the Daffodil Delight in here perfectly. I'm going to be all confused because everything on my desk is different than what it normally is. So it it sits like this. Okay. I put some cardstock in the back so you can easily write a note or stamp a sentiment. Okay. Plus it covers up that part of the step that comes in instead of using, so it's a faux step because it's not all one piece of cardstock. It's two pieces of cardstock, and I'll show you when we do this other. So I just used the circle of vellum just to give it a not a focal point, but a something for it to adhere to I can't think of the name of it, but anyway, a stable point. I got glue in my fingernails. I almost said my toenails. Um, so it's just really pretty. So this BSP comes from the same ones we used last week. It's the Lovely Blossoms 12 by 12. So it's this one. Okay. Tonight we're going to be using the the pinstripe, and it's on the back of this. Don't you hate to cut this? Oh, I hate to cut it. So but we're going to use the pinstripe on the back of this one. All right. My other one that I was going back and forth with is this one. And I love this one because look, it looks like a cross. And this is from the Crazy Beautiful Paper, the product of the month that you get for $5 when you spend 75. So I might make another one with this. Um, just because it would make a beautiful wedding card that I need for my goddaughter, and her colors are blue. And I just thought that that cross shape was awesome. Now Cindy used this one, and that's in the crazy paper as well. So see how I kind of have the color loves as she does. So all right. So this is the card. Faux step card. Kind of looks like that. Two pieces. All right. So the good news is I kind of cut everything, but I need to color stuff. And the coloring is kind of what I'm into tonight, I guess. So we are going to use the grays. And I chose the grays because I wanted to, I don't know. It's where I went. It's where I went. I went to the grays. So let me give you the measurements if you're ready. I wrote them down over here, so I'm going to read them. So this is the base, and the base is 4 1/4. Whoop, good golly, 4 1/4 this way by 9. All right, and then it's scored on the long side at 1 1/4, 2 1/2, and 5 3/4. Okay, and we're gonna fold over, fold up, and fold down, just like that. my what I wanted to do tonight was watercoloring, and I'm all out of my watercolor paper. And I have practice watercolor paper that I use just to make sure the effect works well, but it is so not to Stampin' Up! Standards, so I didn't even dare. It wouldn't have held it what I needed it to do. So, all right, so there is the step right here, the step portion of this card. And then here's the faux. I am so sorry, guys. I don't dare touch it. I just got to come over here more. And then here is the faux part. Let me unzoom. There we go. So this is the stand-up part here. This is 2¼ by 8½ and scored at 5½. Okay, so this is what it will look like when it's put together. So it'll look like this in the front, and then it'll look like this in the back. And this is where I decided to add just a basic white panel in the back. And then I have a piece of designer series paper to just finish it off. And then you can do all your writing or stamp a sentiment and sign your name, whatever you want to personalize it. That's the key. All right. So on this card, I dry embossed it with the tin sealing distress tile 3D embossing folder. It's close. So I did do that here, and we can do that again. I'm just going to try to just put something together here is all. So I'm going to put this one inside here, and this is 4⅛ by 3⅛. I'm pretty sure. I know it's 4⅛. Yep, 4⅛ by 3⅛. Whew, I was right. I hate covering you up, pretty flowers. And I'm going to put that one right in the middle. I don't use grays very often, and if I do, oh my gosh, I use pink. All right, and you see here where this is outside, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and put this here just up a little bit so that you don't see it. We're just going to try. I like to keep some of these things hidden, just to make them look, just to cover up the little extra things. Let me make sure I have middle here. There it is. All right. Sandy, it's just you and me. What's happening? I will put your order in, Sandy, as soon as we get off here. Hopefully everything's in. All right, and then I'm just going to put this one down here, which is easy. And then this will go over here. We'll do this at the end, though, because Lord forbid I make a mistake and I have to cut everything up again. All right, and then I'm going to put this one right here. And oh my gosh, I didn't do it on purpose, but look how it all matches up. Woohoo! Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? So Sandy, you can stamp again, not till April. Is that what you said? I have to go back and look at your text. And the only thing I'm going to make sure is that I'm covering up the gray at the bottom. So there. Oops, I think I got some. There. It's gone. Saved it. All right. So I did this stamping. Hi, Julie. Thanks for coming. Good evening. I did, I cut out, or I cut out, I die cut the church. Julie, we're using the Blessed Beginnings, March 20th. Oh, good, Sandy. All right, and this was my sample card I did before I came on. So it's a faux step card, and then I blended in the tree, or the tree. I did blend in the tree, but the church as well. And I dry embossed this with the 3D tile embossing folder, and then I put a basic white on the back, just if you wanted to write something. Alrighty. And I wanted to go out of my comfort zone of colors because, I tend to get stuck in colors. So we're going to do some gray, and this DSP comes from the Lovely Blossoms 12 by 12. It's actually on the back of this nice 4 by 6, 2 by 4, and I don't know what the smaller ones are, but yeah, so you hate to cut that up, but we did. All right, and so just so I don't lose any of my card or my bits, I'm going to put this little one here. I'm going to just go ahead and put it on my basic white that goes on the back. And I'm going to leave just a little white showing, just because it's fun. Okay, so just a little showing there. I don't want to put it on yet, though, because I want to see if I can mess it up when I'm blending. All right, so I'm going to, I think I have a piece of paper under here. Oh, look at that. So I'm going to play a little because I didn't do the grays before. So I have gray granite and I have smoky slate. So let's do light gray granite and light smoky slate. So here's smoky slate, and this one is gray granite. I kind of like the smoky slate because it looks more gray, or more I don't know, silvery, is that the word? What do you guys think? So this one here is smoky slate, and this one here is the gray granite. Not to mention the smoky slate is a little darker. All right, so I'm going to go in with the dark. I always start with the dark. I don't know why. I'm not an artist. We're just going to go with it. And I'm going to highlight the accented lines here. And then I'm going to just kind of highlight some of the parts of the house. It'll all smooth out, I promise. And then I'm going to kind of come up and do this. Now, we might cover this up. We'll see. I could not find my silver shimmer paper. And I'm going to kind of come around the window. So it never looks pretty when you first start. I'm going to go around the door because remember, we can't really use the this shimmery, I can't remember the name of it. It came around Thanksgiving with one of the autumn sets, that shimmer paper. That's what I did the door and the cross here with. Oh, look at that shimmer. I hope you guys can see that too. Okay. And then we're just going to come down. We're just going to keep it sort of monochromatic, I guess. And then we'll come in and do the light. Am I in the paper or in the paper? Am I in the field of vision? It's quiet when I do this, isn't it? I loved the filling in the window. I don't know why I don't think of those things. I'm not an artist. That's why. I just thought that was the best idea ever. I do love coloring. Anybody else out there love coloring? It's so peaceful. And I'm just going to kind of go in here. I'm going to go over it again. The grays are kind of pretty close. My house is so quiet upstairs, it makes me nervous. Everybody's home. Mm, right. Now, I made another one just in case I didn't like this. So we'll see. I'm going to keep that open for now, just for now. I don't do it enough either. Hi, Jean. Oh, you're not late. You know what, Jean? I'm late. I am very, very late. I'm a few days late, aren't I? I was just saying when I came on, we were just kind of lost in the nice weather, and then we decided to grill, and I just got lost in myself. All right. Okay. So now I'm going to go in with the light, and I'm going to just go in, and then I will blend after. It's one thing with blending, you can't get the full effect of it until you're done. All right. So not too bad. We are going to make this a little more defined, the door here. There. Good. And the best part of it is when I color in the it is relaxing, Sandy. I just don't do it enough. I should do it more. Maybe I'd be more relaxed. I wouldn't clench my teeth, so. All right. Well, I'm not sure if I like the gray, but we'll see. We can we can fix the door and stuff, so that's for sure. And then here's the Daffodil Delight. Isn't that gorgeous? It just brings it to life. I love it. All right. So let me show you, or at least I think I can. I had it all die cut out. Oh, here it is. It doesn't look horrible, but it would look better if it were silver. Apparently, I need my pick tool. And then there's a nice little, oh, for Pete's sake. There we go. So it kind of looks like that. Let me lift it up for you. I don't know. I don't know. I don't dislike it. I just don't know if I like it. So let's see. It almost looks like a Halloweeny thing. Let's try. Let's try again. I just really don't know. We could try this and see if it's not so. Maybe we mix our colors. Maybe the gray granite was too dark. I'm going to use this side. Oh, you know what? Isn't that funny? Should always go with the one you don't like the most. There we go. And then we'll just go. Yeah, I like this better. That is so funny. I told you I'm not an artist. I really should take some art classes. That might smarten me up a little bit. All right. I was watching somebody and they're like, "Oh, if you color what's on the a red door, okay. If you color what's on the on the left side, it makes it look like the sun's coming in. Can you guys see? Is that? I wonder if we should go back up a little bit. There we go. Um, it might make it like the sun is, so that it's blendier, but I think I just get lucky. We went away last weekend. We had a once a year we go for a weekend and we craft. And one of the girls was doing the Emily Lux has a I don't know if you're familiar with her. She has um watercolor books and she has the most beautiful pictures. She's just a wonderful artist. And so she was doing her books and she kind of goes through it, teaches you how to do the coloring and the watercoloring and she was doing such a great job. I have a bird one. I really think I need to get the bird one. All right, so far so good. So, a red door, should I do cardstock, Sandy, or should I blend it? Let's see. Maybe like a let's see. Let's try. Oops. Sometimes I hit something. Sorry. Like a lighter gray door. I'm not I'm just trying to so what is this? Let's see. We'll just go over this a little bit. Yeah, I think it's just gonna be too oh wait, I have what about the pink the pink that's so light. Pretty in pink. What do you think? I like the lighter gray too. Whoops, here we go. Is that light enough? We can always make it lighter because I can do the color. It's not horrible, girls. I apologize for my dogs. Okay, let's do. That's that dark, dark gray. I want dark, smoky slate. Of course. Nope, that's the light. Light, yeah, that's what I want. Um, and I just want it to look old. I want it to look like a. Yeah. Now, with that said, we can we can do a I just don't know. I don't know what colors gray ink I have. I don't have many. I don't have many. How are we doing? Sorry, ladies. Let me just see. That's secret C. Hum, hum, hum. Pause, pause, pause. Otherwise, we might just have to do like black and yeah. You can do a stamp off of black. Yeah. There we go. So that's a stamp off of black. So, all right. I like that one better. Nice. Okay. So we'll get our bits. And we'll put our stuff under here. All right. Whoops. Can't get it too far away. So this was just light crumb cake. And I'll show you so that you can see that tree. You see that tree? Whoops. No, you can't see that tree. There it is. So, oops. And I did this last time too. I kept using the um I started with the brown. And then this is the light. I don't use the tip of my markers, but they do go bad even if you don't use them. I don't usually use the painter tip very often, but and then we'll just go. I like to kind of darker around the edges more. And then go back in with this one, and it kind of, honest to goodness, I could do the same technique, the same stamp, the same colors, blends, and it would still come out different. And I would like one better than the other. Does anybody else have that? Because see, this one looks a little poofier and stuff there, and then this one, not so much. And I used, I don't know, same darn thing. Just not liking it as much. Sometimes when it dries, it looks better too, I find. All right. I will quit playing because that just makes it worse sometimes. All right. So I've used or will use, this is the largest circle in the, oh my gosh, it's the most used die set anywhere, I believe. Stylish Shapes. Okay. And again, because it's so light on light, I think, you guys, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like it. So I just went in here. I don't know why it's so different. Unless I just used, maybe I did. Maybe I colored it all light first. Then I went back in. I don't know. Let's check it out. I'm sorry, this is the tedious part. So Sandy and and Julie, who do you get your inspirations from when you're looking online, or you have your favorites? I have a couple for sure. Yeah, if I use cardstock, I could change my mind. All right, I think I do like this one better because it has a little, just a little less stuff. And then I'll do my, all right. Okay, so I think we just need something, something. So I'm gonna put this here. All right, so I'm going to put the dimensionals here. Oh, I can hear people upstairs. Could I use the blending brush and add some blue on my circle? Oh, okay, I can do that. Um, let's see. I can. Thank you for the ideas, ladies. That's what I like. All right. Yep. So let's see. Blending brush. I think I have the pool party over here already. Yep, I do. I think every single one of my ink pads needs re-inking. Oh, I did it on the wrong side, ladies. Oh wow, it doesn't take much with vellum to put the color down. Very quick. Yeah. And then I will add I love when I go through my dimensionals. Okay. Better. Ah, yeah. Yep. Like those are kind of the the same ones I'll look for. Although I do like Kim McGillis and Cindy I always want to pronounce her last name wrong. Brumbaugh. I want to go Bobrum. Nope. 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 Okay, so because it's vellum, I'm going to make sure I get my liquid glue right behind the church so that nobody sees it necessarily. And then I'm just going to hold it down. Okay, like that. I'm going to put this on the back and then we'll put our I'm just telling you, I like my first one better and honestly it's because of the colors. Because of the colors. All right, let me let's see. Nope, I think that's too much. By golly gee willikers. Um, so there is a blue in there. Oh, yes, I can. I'm sorry. Like I said again, I'm in the wrong. So we could do, that's just too much blue. I'm over the blue. I'm over the blue. So let's cut these out. So here's some darker blue. I don't know if that's, or we can use just the regular rhinestones. We can use the yellow. I mean, because they have the light in there. So it would be kind of here. What do you think, ladies? Rhinestones, blue, yellow. I don't think we can really, yeah, I just don't think we can. Any ideas? 'Cause I think I'm going to go with the yellow. Unless you guys are opposed. There we go. All righty. How horrible. Um, so we could, I just think this is too big. So we could stamp blessings, you know, Easter blessings back here, wedding blessings, blessings for your wedding, blessings for your baptism. Did I put the wrong tree on here? I did. I wanted this one. Sorry, ladies. Just don't like that tree. I'm having tree issues. All right. I didn't even think to look. Oh, okay. It's good. And what would have added a little bit more to this would have been if I embossed it. Totally forgot to do that. All right. So I think this one's too big. I don't, yeah, I don't think blessings is gonna fit in there. Um, yeah, and this one's too, whoops, where'd I go? This one's too short. It fits widthwise, but too short. And I think this one's just kind of over, it takes away from the DSP down there. And then up here, it just makes it look silly, I think. So you could go on the back, um, you could put Easter blessings, um, you know, whatever you'd like. there was another church that I did. I just don't know where it is. Oh, right here. And I don't know if I would just keep it this way, not do anything to it. So that's another, another thing you could do is just go just with the windows. But I do like this one. So there you are. This or that. It's kind of like a stepped up version. Um, you kind of use, what do you think? Looks good. So you might see something kind of like this on Wednesday next week. I hope you come, Sandy, just to hang out at least. We'll make your cards for you. For sure. All right. Julie, I don't know how far away you live, but I'm always welcome to have anybody come and hang out and create with us. It's very fun. All right, ladies, thank you for coming and watching me today on a Thursday. And I'm going to be thinking it's Tuesday. So thank you for coming, and I will see you next Tuesday. I have no plans unless the weather's 100 again. Well, it wasn't 100, but it felt like it. It was so nice. So I will see you all next week. Have a great one. Thank you. Bye-bye.